Welcome to the Tufts Innovation Symposium, Strategies for Scaling Up. My name is Kate Fedosova, and I am a second-year Master of International Business candidate at the Fletcher School. And I am joined by Gautam Ravichander, a classmate and a second-year Master of International Business candidate. We are so delighted that you have skied, sledded, and swam to make it here this morning.
If this is the first time you're coming to the Fletcher School, welcome. We're the oldest graduate school of international affairs, and we have over 70 countries represented in our student body. And today we're going to start with a little bit of culture from Japan.
Indeed. So this is a Teru Teru Bozu, a handmade doll that is supposed to have magical powers for good weather. Japanese school children make this to prevent cancellations for field trips, and I have to tell you that our student team made this on Wednesday when our event was at risk of cancellation. So I can tell you that it works, and that we're so delighted that all of you have made it here safely.
Indeed, we actually have an exciting day planned for you today. And before we walk you through the agenda, Kate and I wanted to take a minute to tell you why we decided today was an important event to have. So both Kate and I are recovering social entrepreneurs, and before we came to the Fletcher School, we dealt with challenges to scaling up in our own organizations in India and in Kate's case, across several countries in the world. And when we came here, the first question that was on our mind was, what could we have done better? What could we have learned from that? And how do we do this better the next time around?
And Gautam and I are not alone. In the audience today, we have dozens of intra and entrepreneurs. And in fact, how many of you have faced challenges to scale within your own organizations? And how many of you have faced challenges to scale abroad?
So we are excited to have convened such a diverse audience with so much experience, and we also have a great set of panelists. So what we are going to do today is we are going to run through three basic questions. The first question is, how do we design for scale? The second one is, how do we manage complex partnerships? And finally, one that's close to our heart, how do we overcome constraints to reach the last mile and ensure that we serve all underserved populations?
We have deliberately invited representatives from the for-profit, nonprofit, and public sectors to discuss these challenges from three dimensions. And if we have succeeded, today's conference will be fertile ground for intimate conversations, discussion, and serendipity.
This conference is entirely student-run and student-organized. But that being said, this wouldn't have been possible without all our panelists who made it from various parts of the country and indeed various parts of the world to make it here today. And thank you for making it out despite the weather. And to our partners, we would extend a big thanks. We have the Institute for Global Leadership, the Institute for Business in the Global Context, and MIT's Legatum Center. The Legatum Center has three fellows over here today who are actually going to walk us through their organizations on the ground in Latin America, in Egypt, and in Pakistan. And they have a stall at the back over there. So whenever you get a chance during the breaks, do scroll over. They have a lot of exciting work going on. Take a look at that.